give to us. They are invaluable, so we cannot
obviously
even put a price tag. But I think I'm just trying to let them know that you are special, and thank you for always listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Now, coming back to the fact that we have something on our hands, I know that Mata, it has been peppering her to say something, because remember she said that it's an insult to her certificate. All of the years that she invested in school, and then someone is going to say, I want to hire a first class graduate with straight A's. Anyway, but why is it an issue? If somebody wants to hire a first class graduate with straight A's, it shouldn't be an issue ordinarily, but who is the person in question? Well, let's find out what's going on, and we shall be bantering on that this morning. Now, popular 19-year-old Nigerian TikTok sensation Habib Hamzat, better known as Peller, has sparked controversy after revealing his criteria for hiring a personal assistant, popularly known as PA. The young content creator, who is known for his uneducated acting in his skits, stated that he seeks a first-class graduate with straight A's to take on the role. Now, Peller made this known in a recent video where he expressed his desire to employ a first-class graduate with A's to fill the position of a personal assistant. I think that's repetitive. Now, in his words, he said, and I quote, I want to make a public announcement. God help me to do it. I need a PA, so I need a person who has straight A's since they're born you. I need an educational person, please. If you can send me your certificate, if your bank work does not work, you will enjoy here. His intentions of getting an educated personal assistant has raised questions about whether Peller is serious or he's merely just joking, like trying to, in a mocking way. And for me, watching that video, if you notice at the end of the video, he did this, this entire sign, like his tongue is out, and then he's doing like this, like when someone is trying to mock you, they do like this, and then they open their tongue, they stick out their tongue, and then they use two of their hands to touch below their eyelids, and then they are doing you like this. That was what he did. So if you notice, I'm going to play that video because I want people to have an idea, not like I'm trying to build up any sentiment, but it's just to give like the right picture of what really happened.
The scenario is.
What the scenario is. But as the program progresses, I'll definitely get that video for you. And somehow, of course, it has caused mixed reactions, and we want to talk about it. I know that your mind has been peppering, so please, by all means, let's hear you.
It's not basically peppering, right?
Yeah.
But if I know the reason, or if we know the reason that he made that statement, it might be easier to be able to dissect that right here.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this, I don't follow him, right? I just see his skits here and there. Personally, I don't like people who are uncaught. That's people who are not careful with how they talk. Like, you just talk anyhow. Your words are just all over the place. Number one is I don't really entertain such people. Everybody deserves respect, and aside from respect, you need to treat yourself with some level of decorum, and he's just very loud and all of that. So that doesn't even work for me in the first place. Now, I don't know also if he knows how to speak proper English.
No, he doesn't. I think
he does.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
I think he doesn't know.
Because
I don't know where he makes it up, but at least
I think so.
I see people mock him that he
doesn't
educated.
know how to.
Yes.
So I don't know if he's just trying to cash out from this. Is a skit. It's not his personality. It's just a borrowed personality for the purpose of the image that he's projecting. So I don't know if he knows how to speak proper English. But if he really doesn't know how to speak proper English, and he's looking for someone with straight A's and all of that, then I might assume that he probably wants to get educated. They say if you work with the wise, you'd be considered wise. So he just might want to upgrade or upscale himself. And it might not just be a bad idea, saying that. But then two perspectives I want to look at this from is, number one, it is the current reality we see in this country. So you have a PhD student who is working, as a receptionist.
Yeah.
I have personally seen masters holders. They are security. They work in a security firm. And I'm wondering, why are you doing this with your level of qualification, with all that sitting down here is, I'm not saying that job is a bad job, but as you advance in education, there are certain levels of advancement that you should also experience, in your job. So I don't think someone who studied masters will go to school only to end up at a security post or as an office attendant or something of that sort, because it is remember, the certificate you're giving is both for character and learning. So it is assumed that when you finish that, you have attained some superior level of knowledge that does not allow you to condescend to certain levels. So that's number one. That's the painful reality, where we see that people who have gone to school, who have the skills, are not even engaged in activities that are befitting of the knowledge that they've gained in school. And that's why many times when I talk about the educational sector, it's looking like maybe it's an antagonism to that sector. But a lot of things depend on that sector to thrive. And that's one thing. Second way I want to look at it is, now to you, the first class graduate and the master's degree holder and what have you. I say it many times that aside from what you studied in school, you should try to have skills as well. Because Peller didn't go to school and he's obviously making money. He doesn't see the need to go to school because he has extra skills. He has extra ideas that has enabled him to earn more money, you know. But you as a first class graduate, most times what I see us do is we bank on the certificate that we have. We don't learn any skill. We don't know any other thing aside from what we studied in school. And if you ask me, that's the wrong approach to life. Versatility is super important. And if you learn to diversify your income much more than what you studied in school, you'd not have people like Peller, you know, place a demand on your first class certificate. I think it's yeah.
Like in the video, I would say that his body language in that video was quite obvious that he was making a mockery. I think it is what it is.
He made money, so you're a first class graduate and don't have money.
Over time, I've seen some of his comments where he's trying to insinuate that, oh, you guys call me uneducated, you call me an illiterate, but I'm making so much of money.
Obviously.
So and he even mentioned it. He said, if your bank job doesn't work out, don't worry, you will enjoy here. So I think that Peller is just like throwing shades and also mirroring the society that we are in. The fact that the value on education is becoming lower and lower every day. And that is why you see that even when people see you go to school, they tell you that, what are you going to school to do? There is nothing that will help you. But it is because of the system and the way that we have consistently tried to devalue education. Yes, we have devalued education, maybe by not even saying it, but by our actions.
The things that we prioritize. Because why is this guy a celebrity? What is his contribution to society? I'm sorry, I'm not insulting, but it baffles me many times when I see the people we call celebrities in this part of the world. You see them, they have nothing to give. They have nothing to offer. Many times they go on live, they throw shades at people, they insult people. Funny enough, even the educated people do it. The likes of Daddy Freeze, where you see him online, you know, he's very much educated.
Shake tables, but don't scatter
it's
tables.
True. He's very educated.
There
but
is a dragging.
When someone, you know, makes a comment, they don't even necessarily need to insult him. They're like, maybe check your facts, and he'll say, go and ask your mother. It's very it's very uncivilized.
Portrays this kind of uncountness.
Yes, I don't subscribe.
But
honestly,
I think at the end of the day, like you said, it's about the things that we glamorize in our society.
Yeah.
For the fact that a 19-year-old, who I would say that has barely gone through life, would come up and say, I want somebody with straight AAA since they born you. Like the way he was saying it, that you have to give A's, you must be a first class graduate, and these A's will not start from university. They had to start from where you were in primary school. Like you're trying to prove to a Peller, and you'll be shocked. Possibly to
they would apply.
Yes.
Are you joking? They would apply.
It's the level of the society that we live in. As much as I do not want to denigrate any form of labor, because we believe in upholding labor, but for Peller, for him to have this mindset, it's because something gave birth to that, and that is the fact that we have consistently devalued education in our climate, and that is what is happening. You can never take away the place of education, and there are people that we can point out to that even after the fame, they still found a way to go back to school. Was it not 2-3 years ago that I think the CEO of Kenny's Music, he graduated from,
even served.
Yes, he served. So even Two-Face said it, that he had a need to go back because he felt that at some point, as much as he left school, there was a need for him to, and that is why you see them spend so much of money just to educate their children, so that their children do not experience the life that they had. So for someone to come out and be saying, I want to employ a first-class graduate with straight A's since he was born as a PA. I'm not trying to denigrate PA. PA is a good job. And if you can do anything that is legal to put food on your table, it's fine. But you and I know that what this guy was trying to do...
the manner in which he's passing across the message.
That if your bank job cannot do... That is in his mind. Now he's earning...
much more than that.
Yeah, than somebody that's sitting in the bank. Of course, he's earning more than that.
Yes, but I think it's where we get to hear from you guys.
Of course, yeah.
What are your thoughts on this? Are we probably overreacting? Because I see these things many times online, and I'm very amazed at the kind of people that place a demand on what you have. So let's hear you on 090735300 and 44 or 09087668888. Remember, we have a WhatsApp hotel number, as Uduak will say, on 09097054450. Send us your message or your voice notes. Let us know what you think about the situation right here. I don't know what I think. I've told you guys what I think, but I'd really love to know. We will really love to know what your thoughts are about this situation. Is this a reflection of the society, or it's a reflection of maybe just Peller's mind, or what exactly do you make of this situation? Again, the numbers are 090735300 and 44. Do not forget, we have a variety of numbers: 09087668888. You can also reach us on 090970544 and 50. Do let us know what you think about these conversation. Is academics an achievement? Is this the key to success, or it's overrated? What does Peller's announcement say about the value of education here in Nigeria? And can social media fame and financial independence overshadow traditional success metrics like education? This is pretty much the conversation we'll be having on the General Open Banters today. Please do indulge us and let us know exactly what you think. Of course, there's been a variety, or there's been a spread of reactions across social media. You have the likes of people who say, I don't blame you. It's Nigerians that pick anybody, just anybody, and give them fame.
Make them famous.
There's a particular name I want to call now, but I know that if I call that name, a lot of you will come out and say he's an activist. But again, an activist does not mean you should not be cautious with how you speak and what you say. There are ways to go about these things. We're civilized people. In the primitive age where we settle most of the scores by fighting, by abusing each other, by dragging our shirts, we have moved past that primitive age. We're in the 21st century, for God's sakes, where we can pretty much, use our words to fight. We don't need to use our hands or our whatever weapons to fight. But again, let's hear you. Is this the consequence of just making anybody a standard, anybody a celebrity? Is this the consequence we're seeing, or is this what we're dealing with in the case of Peller?
All right, call us, send us a message, and remember that we are live on Facebook and our YouTube page. Go on right here, engage us, and of course, let us know what you think about the conversation this morning. Well, we have a message. This one is from Ozor Francis Namani. He says he's watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State.
Welcome.
Greetings from here, and keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Chief Namani, for watching this morning. You can also be a part of the conversation by calling us on 09073530044 or by sending us a message to our WhatsApp line 09097054450. Keep it locked right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. And while we wait for your calls, let's go pay some bills. And when we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. Please stay tuned and keep listening.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Here to stay.
Please listen to this announcement. Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 080 3596 5170. 080 35965170. You can visit our office at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Motor Park, Abuja.
The vibe
vibe is about to be lit. Don't you just love good music? I know you do. I don't really care if you're older. On Eagles 102.3 FM. The vibe is about to be lit. Don't you just love good music? I know you do. I don't really care if you're older. On Eagles 102.3 FM.
Alrighty, you're stay tuned and listening to the Media Extra Show on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio station that knows how to give you the experience just the way you like it. And today, right here on the General Open Banter segment, we have been talking the controversies surrounding a video that a Nigerian TikTok streamer Peller has made, revealing that he needs a first-class graduate with straight A's to employ as his PA. What do you make of this? Remember, we are looking at it from different angles, and you are very free to call us and give us your contribution, regardless of what side of the divide you stand. And this question is, or these questions I would guide you to answer. Is Peller mocking traditional education or basically just highlighting its value? Or do you think that academic achievement is the key to success, or it is overrated? What do you think about this? Let's hear you this morning right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Well, I'm going to pick some of the comments that we have on X while we wait for you. Okay, this one is this is at Y Kolua Sheon. I heard 9. Yes, Sheon. Uneducated kid, one employed first class graduate. Life, no balance. Oh, well, that's what she would think. All right, this person is star_boy. He or she says, normally, if Nigeria are good, you're not supposed don't start to use phone. Well, somehow Peller is giving it to them.
How old is he? How old is he?
He's 19 actually.
Okay.
Okay.
19. Did I have a phone at 19?
Well, this one is at octopus_1. He says nothing wrong with what he said, but the Momo people, the dragon.
Wow.
That nothing is wrong with what Peller said. All right, this one is at Hussein Momina. She says, assume them. Please keep doing you and continue. Okay, I don't know what that means, assume them. But she says, please keep doing you and continue being proud of you. Okay, we are taking some of the comments on X while we wait for your calls. I don't know what's going on with the phone line. I see that it's beeping, but unfortunately we cannot pick. I don't know what's going on. Somehow we are expecting that this will be rectified in a moment so that we can get across to you. We have another comment. I think we have a comment. Okay, most of the comments these people are basically okay. This one is at Lord Socrates. He says you need a tutor, not a personal assistant. You need a tutor, not a personal assistant.
Well, and I mean
like,
that it takes us back to what I was saying earlier. Like you don't know the reason that he wants to hire.
Maybe he wants someone he can learn from.
Exactly, but the way he said it, it looked like it was it was mocking people.
You cannot take that away.
Anyways, he has the money, and in this part of the world, whoever has the money has the power, right? So yes, we might not blame Peller for anything he's saying right now, but we'd just love to know what your thoughts are, especially about the educational sector, because I'm one person who thinks that sector is fast declining, and that's because we don't pay a lot of attention to that, and certain factors that we see around is contributing to making it look like it's no longer profitable to go to school. I will not advise anybody to not go to school, because at the end of the day, you're going to need it. You see, one thing about Nigerians is you're going to make the money, not just Nigerians, human beings basically. If you make the money and you don't speak properly, there are certain circles you will not be able to fit in. And that's just the obvious truth. You might have the money, but you will get into some of those circles and you feel like you don't belong there because of your courage, because of your demeanor. It's not demeanor. It's not demure. It's not classy.
Demeanor.
Yes. So I think these are some of the things we're looking at here, especially as it relates to the educational sector. Let us know how you want to link this story about Peller demanding all straight A's first class graduate as his personal assistant. Let's know what your thoughts are. 090735300 and 44 or 09087668888. Remember, we have a WhatsApp portal number. You can send us your messages and let us know what your thoughts are about the conversation on 09097054450. I personally do not know why you guys are quiet here. Should we go off? Should we go off? You don't want to talk about it? Are you hungry? Are you still booting? I know it's Monday, but you guys come out and let's have this conversation.
We actually have a comment here on Facebook. This one is from Honora Guvan Patricia. She says, just joining. Thank you so much, Patricia, for watching us. You can also drop your location where you're watching us so that we can track where you're listening to us or watching us from. This morning, it's still Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, the Midday Extra Show. Well, we have this comment from Art Good Tai. He or she says, that is the pride destroying our people in Nigeria. What is the big deal if he can hire and pay the salary of a first-class graduate? Most of us in Europe with our PhD are working in secondary schools as teachers.
I said it before. I said it before. And it's not downplaying labor, basically. Well, it's not a bad thing. I mean, if he's going to pay you like you're earning like 200,000 at the bank, and Peller is going to pay you like 500,000. He has the money. You're doing the job, and that's basically it, right? But again, is it okay? Because we have managers, we have upcoming artists, we have people who are just, getting on with their lives. They need managers. Imagine a 13-year-old who has a talent for singing, and the person is looking to hire a manager.
Yeah.
You cannot now say because he's 13 years old, you are not going to take the job. He's too small to hire
I think
you.
that one thing here is that there are two sides to this, right? Because for everything, there are two sides to a coin. There is nothing wrong in hiring someone.
Yeah.
Whether they are older than you or they are younger than you are. But the attitude to which Peller made this video, you cannot deny the fact that he was trying to be condescending. That is one thing. Yes, like I said, at the end of the video, he stuck out his tongue like this way that people say "nto."
But wait,
like,
let me
that
ask
was what
you,
he did.
would you take this job if Peller is going to pay you like a very reasonable amount of money, and yes, he said what he said? Are you going to take the job?
I will take the job. I will take the job because
Okay.
I know that it's something I can do. But the part that I'm trying to portray here is that I'm not trying to say what I'm saying is cast in stone or saying that it's the attitude, because this particular boy is quite notorious with saying, hey, you guys, you claim that you are educated, but see me, I am not educated, and see the money I'm making. Peller should be made to understand that you can make money, you can still have your education. There is nothing wrong with being educated and making money. There is nothing wrong with having money and still being educated. Or there is nothing wrong with those that are educated and are yet to have the money.
Yeah.
So I'm trying for us to have a society where, as much as we do not try to take away the place of hustling, so to say, we should also not take away the place of education in our society, because education is very valuable, and that is what we always say, that even as a young person, even if you have aspirations to be a footballer, even if you